Hi traders, I'm Lance Beggs from YourTradingCoach.com. Welcome to the YTC Introduction to Trading Technical Analysis. This is the first in a series of YouTube videos providing new traders with an understanding of the technical analysis tools and techniques taught by the majority of the trader education marketplace, usually via books, online courses or weekend seminars. This will allow you to use the technical analysis methods to analyze price charts to determine the bias for future direction and to find and manage trade opportunity. This is the first of what will hopefully be many Introduction to Trading video series on YouTube, depending on feedback, covering all introductory level knowledge from analysis to money management, risk management and more. So if you find this course to be great value, let me know and I'll make more. As you view these videos, I highly recommend expanding to the full screen view or at least the larger player, as some of the detail may be lost on the smaller default size YouTube players. As is standard in the financial education industry, before commencing this video series, please familiarise yourself with the disclaimer at the following webpage, yourtradingcoach.com/disclaimer.html. If you're unsure about the contents of the disclaimer, please contact me via support@yourtradingcoach.com. Of particular note is the following. The information available on our website and any of our products is general comment only for the purposes of information and education. We don't know you, so any information we provide does not take into account your individual circumstances and should not be considered advice. Before investing or trading on the basis of our material, we encourage you to first seek professional advice with regard to whether or not it is appropriate to your needs, your particular financial circumstances and objectives. Okay, so let's begin with a hopefully brief introduction to the series where I'll introduce myself, introduce the topics we'll discuss in the series, discuss the aim of the series and also what it doesn't cover. I'll also present a short section in which I hope to provide you with some realistic expectations as to how this knowledge fits within your journey from new trader to trading professional. And we'll wrap up with a discussion about how you can get maximum value out of the many videos which will follow this one. Most of you, I'm assuming, will be familiar with me already from my website, blog or newsletter, but for those who are not, let me briefly run through a quick introduction. My name is Lance Beggs. I'm currently 44 years of age at the time of recording this video. I'm living in the tropical paradise of northern Queensland in Australia. I'm a full-time trader and part-time trading educator via YourTradingCoach.com, and pre-trading my background was in aviation as a military pilot and aviation safety officer. Trading for me has followed an evolution through various markets, commencing 12 years ago with stocks on the Australian Stock Exchange, transitioning then to equity options, again based on stocks on the Australian Stock Exchange, contracts for difference, through to the Forex markets and the futures markets where I currently trade. Timeframe has also followed a process of evolutionary change, initially starting with stocks on the weekly and daily charts, remaining on daily charts for options and CFDs, reducing time frame down through 15-minute charts and then 5-minute charts with Forex, and through to the futures markets where I reduced again from 5 down to 3 and then currently 1-minute charts and lower. And with these evolutionary changes in market and time frame, I've also undergone much change in strategy. I started with stocks on a trend pullback strategy. Equity options were primarily a pattern break strategy. CFDs started the same but eventually led to a volatility break strategy. Forex was my real exploration of the world of indicators. There were numerous indicator-based approaches before finally settling on the beauty and the simplicity of price action, which has remained through my time in the futures in 5 and 3-minute charts and my current trading on the 1-minute charts and lower. So how do I trade? I'm a technical discretionary trader. I operate within a framework of higher time frames, support and resistance. I trade price within that framework, aiming to identify and fade weakness within the market, in particular at areas of support and resistance or pullbacks within a trend. I aim to identify and profit from those who are trapped against the market bias. And if you're interested, you'll find these methods documented as the YTC Price Action Trader and YTC Scalper variant for lower timeframes at my website. So what are we covering in these videos? We start by setting the foundation with this video, which provides an introduction and discusses the aim of the whole series, and if I do it right, will set in place realistic expectations for the journey ahead. The following video will commence our look at market analysis by discussing the aims of analysis and the various methods of analysis that are commonly used in the financial industry. We'll also see why I prefer to make use of technical analysis rather than fundamental analysis for my own trading. Having decided to focus on technical analysis, we'll examine the primary tool used to analyse the markets, which is the price chart. We explore the many ways of displaying price within a chart, and we then provide an overview of the primary methods of technical analysis before commencing with a more in-depth look at each. Commencing first with chart analysis. We look at how price movement creates swing highs and lows, which in turn creates the various structural elements such as trends, ranges, and support and resistance. And we look at the common patterns created within price movement and how they can help us identify a bias for future movement. We discuss the various classes of indicators and introduce you to the most commonly used indicators within each of the classes. We discuss the basic principles of volume analysis and an overview of other forms of analysis which are not used by myself, and to be honest, I don't consider them essential knowledge, but they're common enough that I want to make you familiar with the basic concept of each. And we'll look at the principles of analysis across multiple timeframes. Now, my assumption is that the vast majority of those viewing this video series will be looking to trade the markets rather than just becoming a market analyst. So we look at how we can take the TA knowledge we've learned so far and use it to identify trade opportunity. Several of the most common setups will be discussed both with trend and counter trend. We'll discuss the process you need to go through to develop your own approach to trading, your own trading strategy, using the knowledge obtained from this course. And finally, we'll wrap up with an introduction to more advanced methods of technical analysis, available via video or webinar at yourtradingcoach.com, for those who may be interested in taking their knowledge to greater levels. Why am I doing this? In the past, my website and my newsletter have focused almost solely on more advanced topics within the field of technical analysis and trading in general, but not everyone is at the level of knowledge or skill where they are ready for these techniques. To date, I have simply referred these people to other sites where they can gain this basic level knowledge, but the danger here is they typically become trapped by the allure of the indicators and stuck in a search for a simple, holy grail system that will provide them endless profits without any thought or work. It's common to get stuck there for months or even years. I did, most others do as well. My plan in putting this video series together is to fill this gap in my previous education. I'll provide the foundation, the prerequisites that are required to take someone from the complete newbie to being ready, in terms of knowledge at least, to start exploring some of the more advanced topics. What is our aim? Our aim is to provide new traders with a working knowledge of the essential tools and techniques for entry-level technical analysis of financial markets, with emphasis on the following words. The course is for new traders, beginners who have just discovered a possible passion for the markets. It provides practical, working-level knowledge. It's not just theory. You should be able to apply this information in your chosen market. It aims to cover all the essential tools and techniques, and it's at an entry level. What are we not covering in these video series? These videos do not provide a rule-based mechanical system for trading the markets. Buy when you see this green arrow flash on the screen and sell when you see this red arrow flash on the screen. That's not the path to learning to trade, and that's not the aim of these videos. I'd rather teach you to analyze the markets and make your own trading decisions. Likewise, my intent here is not to give you a strategy, but I will give you the usual TA info that people use to develop their own strategy. You can then go on to do that if you wish, develop your own strategy, or you may prefer to see this as an introduction, which leads then on to the more advanced study of technical analysis and more advanced application of strategy through further teachings at my website. These videos will not provide a study of every indicator in depth. There are hundreds. You don't need to know them. We will discuss the classes of indicator, and we will discuss a handful of the most common indicators. That is all you need to know. At YourTradingCoach.com, we talk a lot about the sentiment of market participants and how that creates the order flow that drives prices. And we talk a lot about strength and weakness analysis, about traps within the price action that create trading opportunity. This is looking at technical analysis at a deeper, more advanced level. This material is beyond the scope of this course. However, what you learn in this course is an essential prerequisite. It's important if you wish to master TA that you first learn to see it how the majority of traders see it. And that's what we cover here, what the majority know through their books or courses. And we will not talk about how to choose a market or broker. Most of you will have some plan for this already. If not, look to the articles on my website for some general guidance, but understand as well that I'm an educator and not a financial advisor. I don't know your personal circumstances, so the reality is that I'm not going to be able to help you decide on your preferred market or broker. That's something you need to do yourself. And along the same lines, we don't discuss the pros and cons of different timeframes and how you can choose the one most relevant to your needs. Again, see the articles on my website if you're not sure which timeframe to start with. An important point here is the fact that technical analysis, as discussed via this course, is market and timeframe independent. It doesn't matter if you wish to trade equities market on daily charts, or Forex on 1-hour charts, or futures on 2-minute charts. The concepts and methods provided by technical analysis apply to all markets and timeframes, provided the market offers sufficient liquidity to ensure smooth price flow. The majority of examples provided in the videos will be from the futures or Forex markets, but the concepts discussed apply elsewhere as well. It's vitally important as well that you have realistic expectations. Too many newer traders read a $30 book on basic TA, complete a short home study course, or attend a weekend seminar with an expectation that it will provide the ticket to immediate and ongoing profits. You'll often see ads for trading courses showing massive riches available to traders, or traders lounging on the beach buying and selling through their trading laptop while sipping on a pina colada. This is not reality. The fact is that basic TA knowledge is only a very small part of the big picture. This is the first step of many along the path to becoming a consistently profitable and professional trader. Expertise in any field comes at the intersection of deeper level knowledge, professional level skills, and attitude. And like all performance activities, several years of growth and development will typically be required to achieve these professional level skills. Introductory TA, or technical analysis, is only one of the first steps along your path in just one of the 3 areas in attaining knowledge. Trading knowledge itself can be broken into many subcategories: analysis, money management, risk management, trading psychology, trading mechanics, and more. And each of these can be broken into introductory level and advanced level knowledge. In time, I aim to provide all this: the introductory level knowledge through YouTube videos and other similar tools, and the advanced level knowledge through video or webinar only available through my site. For now though, I want you to approach this study with realistic expectations. Understand that you cannot learn to trade from a $30 book. You cannot learn to trade from a short online course. You cannot learn to trade from a weekend seminar. And likewise, you cannot learn to trade from this series of videos, at least not in a consistently profitable manner. But this series of videos will provide you with the first step in attaining your introductory level knowledge, which should serve you well as you progress along your trading journey, attaining professional level skill through exposure to the markets and processes of deliberate practice, and in development of the right attitude and mindset required of a professional trader. Again, this is the first step of many along the path to becoming a consistently profitable and professional trader. Finally, before we begin with the actual learning, how can you get maximum value out of this course? Question everything. Don't take my word for anything. Approach all material with a healthy dose of skepticism, not cynicism though, and examine the concepts on your own price charts to confirm for yourself the truth of any of this material. Take your time, one video at a time. And if you like taking notes, then feel free to make use of the PDF workbooks for each video available at my website, YourTradingCoach.com. So I apologise for the lengthy introduction, but I feel it's necessary with new traders to set realistic expectations and to have a quick overview of where this journey is taking us. Coming up next, Module 2, Market Analysis, in which we discuss the aims of our market analysis, the main methods used in the industry to trade the markets, and the reason that I choose to focus primarily on technical analysis. I'm Lance Beggs from www.yourtradingcoach.com. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.